Good morning, everyone. Of course, it's 9 o'clock. Whoops, 9:01, so sorry. Anyway, the February 7th, 2024 meeting of the City Council is called to order. The meeting has been properly noticed and posted in compliance with the open meeting law. These proceedings are being video recorded as well as presented live on KCLV Cable Channel 2. You may also watch the meeting live on Apple TV, Roku, Amazon Fire TV, and the Go Vegas app. The City Council meeting, as well as all other KCLV programming, may be viewed on the internet at www.kclv.tv/live. The proceedings will be rebroadcast on KCLV Channel 2 on the web Wednesday at 8 p.m., also Friday at 4 a.m., Saturday at 7 p.m., Sunday at 7 a.m., and the following Monday at 5 p.m. This building is protected by state-of-the-art fire detection and suppression sprinkler systems. If alarms should activate during today's meeting, please evacuate using the exit, the back of our chambers, go out to the mezzanine, proceed out the double doors to the terrace, and go down the back staircase. For anyone who has difficulty with stairs, please check with a marshal or fire official for assistance. Once outside, assemble on the northeast corner across the street from City Hall at Lewis and First Streets. Employees wearing safety vests or city marshals will inform you when it's safe to re-enter the building. For public comment, related items on the agenda, citizen participation, and public hearing items, we have available a speaker card which you may complete and submit to our city clerk up front. Cards are available in the clerk's office or at the rear of these chambers. If you do not submit a card, it does not prevent you from speaking under public comment, citizen participation, or specified public hearing items. If anyone's present today who has need for hearing impaired equipment, please come see our city clerk staff. And if you parked in the parking garage across the street, a self-validation machine is located in the foyer between our chambers and the security desk you walk through to enter the chambers. You must have your ticket with you to use the machine. However, if you do not, please see security personnel when exiting. Before we proceed with the agenda this morning, would everyone please rise for the invocation given by Chaplain Brian Scroggins, who is filling in today for Chaplain Victoria Campy from Message of Faith Ministry, and remain standing for our Pledge of Allegiance and ceremonials. Good morning, and thank you for coming.
Good morning, Mayor. Thank you. I appreciate the honor of praying with you. For those who desire, please bow your head and join me in prayer. Our Heavenly Father, we come before Thee today and ask for Thy blessings upon the city of Las Vegas, the members of the City Council, and the Mayor. We pray for good health, healing, peace, and prosperity among the citizens of our great nation, state, and city. We pray for Thy guidance as our elected leaders deliberate on issues that affect our lives. Guide them to make the proper decisions that will bless us as a community. With the upcoming Super Bowl this weekend, with attendees coming from far corners of the earth, we ask that Thou would bless their travels and bless the Las Vegas Valley with safety and protection. Be with our law enforcement and fire service members, other first responders and volunteers that are serving this weekend. Protect and bless their efforts as they serve to keep our community safe. Heavenly Father, we know people worship Thee in a multitude of ways, and some choose not to worship. The respect of these choices makes our nation great. As a follower of Christ, I close this prayer in His name. Amen.
Well, who's missing? He promised. He even has his scarf. I'll get mine too. Oh my goodness. I told him the favors are over. Now I draw blood. Good morning, everyone. This is a ceremonial portion of our City Council agenda. And for our first item, I want to invite our dear friend, Deacon Tom Roberts, to join us at the podium. My dear man. Okay, you can kiss everybody else. If you haven't guessed it, we love this guy. Okay, no, you're supposed to be closer. Thank you. Wow. Deacon Tom has served as president and CEO of the Catholic Charities of Southern Nevada since 2013. He also serves on the executive committee of the Southern Nevada CEO Exchange, which I first called together in 2012 as a group of leaders for the largest not-for-profit organizations in Southern Nevada. Their collective goal has been and continues to be to work collaboratively, sharing information, and where beneficial to others, share services. Deacon Tom is also a member and past chair of the Roman Catholic Diocese of Las Vegas Diaconate, is that pronounced? Diaconate Council. Deacon Tom and his wife Karen are also knighted members of the Equestrian Order, the Holy Sepulchre of Jerusalem, a papal appointment that supports Christians and human development projects in the Holy Land. This wonderful man, Deacon Tom, also served as vice chair for the Las Vegas Victim Funds, the Las Vegas Victims Fund, a not-for-profit organization established to distribute donated funds to the victims of the tragic shooting in Las Vegas on October 1, 2017. As you can understand, this man is a hardworking treasure who loves to serve our entire community, including those of other faiths, or even at times those who have lost faith. I wanted to bring Deacon Tom here today to extend our deepest gratitude for and celebration of the Catholic Charities Southern Nevada Meal on Wheels. Meals on Wheels has been providing food to those in need in Southern Nevada since 1975. Through Catholic Charities, the meals are delivered directly to the homebound seniors in Las Vegas and North Las Vegas, and at no cost to the recipient. The Meals on Wheels program provides a set of 7 nutritionally balanced frozen meals to approximately 2,450 clients every week throughout the year. In addition to delivering meals, the Meals on Wheels drivers are counted upon to make weekly check-ins on the clients, to do so in such a manner that each client truly treasures and looks forward to each personal visit of their driver. For all too many clients, this visit may be the only real outside human being contact that they have at all. And for those who have pets, drivers also deliver donated pet food when the need has been expressed and made available. This entire service is a lifeline to homebound seniors, and we're beyond thankful to all who are part of the treasured, large team that makes this important service possible. Deacon Tom, words can't adequately express how we thank you for all that you and your wonderful family of giving souls do to make Las Vegas a better place for us all. Dearest, I give you the microphone.
Thank you.
Well, thank you, Mayor, and good morning to our City Council and staff of the City of Las Vegas and our fellow residents. It is an honor for me to stand up here when we have so many right now that are doing the real work at Catholic Charities just down the street, and have about 7, we have a whole row, so we have about 17 folks here as well that are here to both be recognized and also to be grateful, as I am, for the work that our 300 team members do. In so many programs, 16 programs and services, about 4,000 people a day that the agency helps. And as you all know, the Meals on Wheels program is a big flagship for us, and it has continued to grow over the last 10 years, thank God, because the need has grown so much in our community. As you mentioned, Mayor, 2,400 seniors are getting served, and we still have 1,000 on the waiting list for more resources. So as our community grows, and as it gets prosperous and has the success, it's our privilege to ensure that the people that are in such great need, whether they're homeless or immigrants or in this case seniors, get a chance to get some of the benefits of the great success that the city has enjoyed thanks to our leadership and all of us that call this home. So there are a few people that I wanted to say thank you to that are here. And then I believe, Mayor, there's a few certificates perhaps that are going to be available. We also brought a video. I don't know if that's available to show now or afterwards. Okay, thank you, David.
Meals on Wheels is a great program that is headed up by Catholic Charities and is serving the most vulnerable in the community, our seniors.
Our seniors have trouble making ends meet with their cost of rent, their food, their utilities. Often, they don't have enough to make it to the end of the month.
They've taken the burden away from preparing my meal. It's been a blessing to me.
It's helped me in the hard times where I couldn't go to the market or didn't have nobody cooking for me. It's very helpful for the seniors because when you get a certain age, you can't get around.
It feels good to have somebody in your corner, too.
We give donated pet food so that clients don't have to make that choice of feeding themselves or feeding their companion. Programs like Meals on Wheels is going to continue to grow. We're now up to more than 2,400 seniors every day that depend on Meals on Wheels.
What would be really great is if we can gain
Okay, thank you, Monica. Sorry about that. And I know many of you on the City Council have or will soon be going out with me on the road to visit and to deliver a few meals. And Mayor, you've been such a big supporter of this program since the day I started. Just wanted to say personally thank you for your leadership and your support. And I know the compassion that you bring to this position and that I know sharing with all your City Council folks, because that's why we do what we do. It really is about help and hope. The food is terrific, but the recognition and the connection with the human spirit that we get a chance to do on Meals on Wheels and every day at the main campus is the treasure that we serve and the gift that we're given. So before we pass out their certificates, there are a few other people that are here that are in the leadership role, and I thought I would just call their name and if... Yes, ma'am.
Because this is such an enormous undertaking, and he mentioned the size of the team, could you talk about the support of what's the process? Where is the food coming from? Is it coming from hotels? Is it coming from 3 Square? Where? Because it is so important that we support this. How many you said are on a wait list? Over 1,000? Yes, over 1,000 people are on a wait list for this program. These are seniors. These are our parents and grandparents, and they have no one. They have nobody. So please, if you talk about the process, where the food comes, and then your kitchens. And I'm sorry to take up extra time.
Yeah. The program is, first of all, funded in what I would call a layer cake. There's government funding and then private funding. And very candidly, the private funding makes the program survive because the government funding, although very important, doesn't cover all the costs. We all have realized in the last year especially how prices have gone up with food, with fuel and labor. The private donations that we get from the community keep our program on the road. And so we buy the food in bulk. If we get product in bulk that we can use from 3 Square, we'll use that. We also use that food in our community meal and in our food pantry. We purchase the food because we buy so much at a significant discount. Chef June and his team prepare the food fresh. We have a registered dietitian on staff to make sure that the menu is completed with nutrition and quality in mind. The food is then chill blasted and delivered 7 at a time with fresh milk, bananas, and oranges. And it's all done under $9 a meal. So I'm not sure you could go to McDonald's today for a full Happy Meal for that. And so it's a very efficient, tasty. We taste all the food. We pull them out of the stack and pop them in the microwave, and we test the food because it's important to us that the clients are getting quality food. And all that is under $9 a meal.
And it's personalized. If, in fact, someone has diabetes, it's also sensitive.
Yeah, so if someone does have health issues, like somebody that may be going under chemotherapy, we can offer Nepro. We will chop and puree the meal so that they can digest it if they have issues with chewing or other medical issues. We can provide a low-salt, low-sodium meal. All that is done to the wonderful, talented culinary team that commits their time and talents to Catholic Charities.
Thank you, Annette.
Yeah. No, thank you for this time. Just a few folks I wonder, maybe you could stand as I call your name, because these team members are critical to the success of Catholic Charities. Beth Kazmarski is our Vice President of Finance. Sarah Myers, our Vice President of Development, Fundraising. Carolina Meng is our Director of our WIC program, Women's, Infants, and Children. Leslie Carmine's our Media and Community Relations Director. Chloe Villard is our Communications Coordinator. And none of this happens without my trusted assistant, Alvina, who keeps me focused and keeps me out of trouble every day. And thank you, Alvina.
Okay, so we have a certificate for each, and we also have our fabulous, which we are really giving out this week, our Las Vegas pin for each of you. And I'm sure we must have 30 or 40 of these certificates, one for each. And can we bring everybody up for a quick photo of those who are part of the team? And then I think, if I might, Alvina, as you pass by, we'll give them to you to distribute. I've asked Kim and Laura and Steph in my office to alphabetize them, because you have the chef, you have, and
Chef June, you got to come over.
Come on. And how many years for you, Chef?
What is it, Mayor?
How many years you been with us?
15 years.
15 years. Right out of high school. No. But may I tell you how he loves what he does. And we know every driver, every dishwasher, every cook. This is a team, and you know, you don't see the faces, but now you're going to see a few of them representing all. So if we can get much closer together, can we get closer together, everybody? Thank you. Where are you, Deacon Tom? Thank you all so much. But wear your Las Vegas pins, please. They are magnetized, and I've been assured they don't shake off the certificate we're giving you in thanks. Can you be seen?
Can they see?
All right. Can you all see Kira right there? She'll tell you if she can't see you. Thank you all. You really do the work. You're absolutely phenomenal. And on Hello Mayor, you will now be seeing, after the Super Bowl, Deacon Tom, who will talk a little more about Meals on Wheels. And so we're, all right. Okay, and there she is. Okay. They're all alphabetized, got them, and make sure you wear your pin. And Alvina, poor thing, made the whole list, and then I said, but what do they do? And she went right on back and did it again. So no wonder she helps you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you all very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
And thank you again. Awesome. This is a remarkable city. And for those of you who may be watching, if you didn't know it and you're new to town, this is a remarkable city. Las Vegas is known worldwide, and there are reasons why. We're modest, we're quiet, but we get the jobs done. And so now, excitingly, our wonderful Councilwoman Bruni has a celebration we're going to be starting. Yes?
Thank you, Mayor. Before we get started, I just want to say it is so great to look out and see so many young people here. So congratulations to all the YNAP recipients. Thank you to parents and teachers and school team members for supporting them, for bringing them down here. I'm sure they're really bummed to miss school or a few hours of school, but thank you for being here. And young people, as you watch, maybe you'll one day think about running for a city council or mayor. So great to see you here, and you're actually here on a great day because we have an amazing cultural surprise and celebration ahead of us. So I feel super lucky because my ceremonial happened to coincide with the celebration of the city for the start of the Lunar New Year. So the Lunar New Year starts on February the 10th, and this year marks the 13th annual Chinese New Year in the desert, which will run between February 15th to the 17th. And before we go to our more formal presentation, please join me in welcoming the Lohan School of Shaolin for the Lion Blessings that we do every year. Come on down. Yeah. Let's give our fabulous dancers one more round of applause. It is truly a highlight of every year. So now it is my pleasure to introduce Derek Uhara, who will come up and talk a little bit more about Chinese New Year. And Derek is the founder, sponsor, and MC of Chinese New Year in the Desert.
You've already got yours. Good to see you.
Treasured them.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We love your jacket.
Thank you. Councilman. And you one for you. I'm going to camouflage with your red.
I'll exchange.
Well, thank you, Councilwoman. Good morning, everyone. It is always an honor for Chinese New Year in the Desert to be here in the chambers of the Las Vegas City Council. So thank you for having us, as always. As many of you know, Chinese New Year is the most important event on the Asian calendar. It is a time when people take a break from the hustle and bustle to spend time with their family and their friends. It's an important celebration because we as humans have a tendency to get caught up very easily in rushing around, in chasing, in trying to achieve and striving. And nothing is wrong with that. But it's important to remind ourselves that life is precious, life is fragile, and life is short. So Chinese New Year is a great time to come together, to eat, to enjoy one another, and remind ourselves of what really matters at the end of the day. Now, this year is the year of the dragon. The dragon is a mysterious figure. It's an intelligent figure. And this year in particular is the year of the wooden dragon. So wood connects us with the earth. So it's a great opportunity for all of us to get grounded within ourselves, within our families, and within our wider communities. As a year of the dragon, it reminds us that we started the very first Chinese New Year in the desert 13 years ago. So we've gone through the 12 animals of the zodiac. It's an exciting time to reflect back on how we started and where we've come. In the beginning, it was a great idea. We're going to celebrate Chinese New Year for the entire Las Vegas community. And I can remember Janny saying, hey, great concept. A couple of questions. Who's going to execute? Who's going to fund the project? Who's going to show up? But like the mayor said earlier, this is the best city in the world. We've got incredible people at all levels, and the support has been phenomenal. I want to start off by recognizing our very special mayor. From the very beginning, her thumbs up, all in, enthusiasm. This is what makes us special. Can we give a big hand for Mayor Goodman, please? Thank you. Thank you. We don't forget. We don't forget. I also want to acknowledge then City Councilman and now Nevada Lieutenant Governor Stavros Anthony. He was there at the very beginning. He's been a champion every year, and he will be here again this year. So how about a big hand for Lieutenant Governor Stavros Anthony? We've had other council members join us as well. Councilwoman Seaman, you've been here as well. Thank you for joining us. Can we give her a hand, please? Here at the city, someone very special. You know her, you love her, Esther Renke. Janny, I think she's told you this face to face. Your nickname from Janny is the Lifesaver, right? Again, great concept. Who's going to make it happen? One more time, a big hand for Esther, please. Thank you. And of course, you'll be hearing more about her later on, but one of the founders of CNY in the Desert 13 years ago, our very special friend, Betty Atkins here. Can you give Betty a hand? Betty was in from day one. She shared her insights. She connected us, and she connected us with a very important sponsor, and you'll hear more about that. So thank you, Betty. We appreciate your tremendous impact. Thank you. So Chinese New Year is here. We're so thrilled to bring everyone together in our community to celebrate. For more information, please visit the website, CNY, that stands for Chinese New Year, cnyinthedesert.com for all the information. Chinese New Year officially starts on Saturday, February 10th, but CNY is pretty smart. We're not going to compete with the Super Bowl. Pretty good, right? That tells us a little bit about the brain power. Don't compete. So we are starting officially here in Vegas on the 15th, next Thursday. The public is welcome. We're going to have a ribbon cutting ceremony at the Grand Canal Shops at the Venetian Resorts, Las Vegas. It's a fabulous time, 5:30 p.m. And then next Saturday on the 17th, the Las Vegas Parade, my favorite event, because we have so many people. Every year we're getting bigger and bigger, people joining us in this celebration. So come join us for that, 11 a.m. here in Las Vegas. With that being said, thank you, everyone. We're grateful for being here, and thank you for your support.
Thanks, Derek. You did a great tee-up, because right now I'd like to invite Betty to come up. We have a special proclamation for you. We also have a special proclamation for Chinese New Year in the desert, so maybe everybody else can come up as well. Everybody who's played a role in supporting. Come on, Betty. So I'll present this proclamation, and then we'll take a picture. So it says, whereas Betty Atkins is a dedicated public servant, having volunteered countless hours alongside members of the Asian American and Pacific Islander community in Las Vegas for over 30 years, and whereas Betty Atkins is a founding board member of Chinese New Year in the Desert and has been instrumental in promoting the city of Las Vegas and supporting the local cultural artists in her leadership role, and whereas Betty Atkins has been an active member of the Las Vegas chapter of the Japanese American Citizens League for over 25 years, where she served in every office, including 2 terms as president, and was responsible for bringing the JACL National Convention to Vegas in 2002 and served as the chairwoman of the convention. And whereas Betty Atkins served on the board of directors for the Japan American Society of Nevada since 1995 and served 1 term as president, and whereas Betty Atkins served as the director of operations at the Las Vegas Asian Chamber of Commerce, where she was recognized as one of the prominent Asians in Nevada, and whereas Betty Atkins can always be seen volunteering and lending a helping hand at all AAPI community events in Vegas, and her willingness to help others and advocate for AAPI-owned businesses within our community. And now, therefore, we, the mayor, and the members of the Las Vegas City Council do hereby proclaim February 7th, 2024 as Betty Atkins Day.
Do we want to go in front of the podium?
Oh, sorry.
No, let's go up. Then we can get
all of
close.
the-
Oh,
Some of you
here.
folks come on the other side, please. Thank you, Councilwoman.
And I won't read it in the interest of time, but we do have a special proclamation for Chinese New Year in the Desert, really for all the work that Betty, you, and Derek, and everybody else has done to elevate this cultural tradition and share your cultural with Las Vegas. So Derek, I'm going to give this to you. Come on in.
Thank you.
But wait, there's more. When you call now, no. This year in particular, we want to give the council and the mayor a dragon in honor of the Year of the Dragon. So, presenters, on your marks, get set. Okay. Okay, go ahead. Can you present, please? Thank you, everyone.
Thank you very much.
Oh. Thank you guys so much.
Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you for every. Oh,
Thanks again.
my favorite. My son's going to take this.
Yeah? Okay.
Thank you so much,
Just
Derek.
squeeze the message a little, especially stomach, a little message comes out. No.
Christina can take it.
It's good on you, man. It's good on you. You want one?
There you go.
Thanks so much. Yeah. Hey, there was a rabbit in here. What happened to the rabbit?
I did not see a rabbit.
All right, everyone, we're going to go on with a lovely morning, and we are on to agenda item number 7, and that is our first public comment during this portion of the agenda must be limited to matters on the agenda for action. The amount of time any single speaker is allowed may be limited. All comments made will be cross-referenced to those specific items. If anyone submitted a speaker card who wishes to speak under this portion of the agenda, please come to the podium, state your name for the record. It's your opportunity to address the council, but council is not able to respond or engage in dialogue. We'll set the time at a minute, but we have a chance at our conclusion here for a longer period of time. And good morning and welcome and happy days.
Good morning, Mayor Goodman and this distinguished City Council. I'm Katherine Duncan, and I'd like to address agenda item number 26, which is on the Public Works Consent Agenda.
Thank you.
It calls for $47 million, excuse me, to be on a road project. And I don't believe there's been enough community engagement around this initiative. We don't know the source of the funds, the requirements of the dollars, where's the community engagement, the community outreach. We need to know about local hiring initiatives. We just need to know more about what's going on there.
Okay. Thank you. And I will make sure when Councilman Creer, I know we had a phone call in back, but I'll make sure on agenda item that you mentioned 26.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Hi, my name is Dakota Heath.
And could I trouble you, in deference and respect for this body, could you take off your hat, please?
Oh, yeah.
And you're oh, wonderful. We get to see what a handsome
just came from
person you
work.
are. Lovely. No, don't bother getting dressed. You're fine.
Okay.
And again, your name, please?
Dakota Heath.
Thank you.
I wanted to speak on item 37 for possible action to approve a resolution recognizing the growing problem of anti-Semitism in America and calling for the adoption of the controversial International Holocaust Remembrance Alliance working definition of anti-Semitism. In April, more than 100 organizations asked the United Nations to reject this definition because it has often been used to wrongly label criticism of Israel as anti-Semitic and thus to chill and sometimes suppress nonviolent protest, activism, and speech critical of Israel and or Zionism. As an expert for the American Jewish Committee wrote, the contemporary examples attached to the IHRA definition may be used as a blunt instrument to label anyone as an anti-Semite. Similarly, Kenneth Stern, the lead drafter of the IHRA definition, warns that Zionists are weaponizing it to effectively impose speech codes on college campuses, as we have recently witnessed at Harvard, MIT, and the University of Pennsylvania. I have more, but with that said, I asked the Las Vegas City Council to revise this language to give us a legal definition of anti-Semitism that has been given the due diligence that this issue deserves and can effectively work to educate against anti-Semitism.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Excuse me for one moment, please. Thank you, sorry. Your name, please.
My name is Alan Hedrick, and I'm with the Republican Jewish Coalition.
Thank you.
Thank you. First off, I want to just thank you for the courageousness of this council and the mayor's office for taking up this issue of anti-Semitism. It's an important issue that we've been dealing with even more so since October 7th, but we have here in this valley have been dealing with anti-Semitism prior to October 7th. If we all can remember, there were several flyers passed out, anti-Semitic flyers at South Valley and Henderson. This past year, we also had a Clark County School District student have a swastika written on his back with special needs. This was happening before October 7th. After October 7th, what we saw less than a month after the attacks in Israel, in my neighborhood in Piccoli Ranch in Ward 2, spray painted "Die Jew." This is unacceptable, and the fact that this council is taking up this issue shows the importance of the safety of all the Jewish community here in Las Vegas, and that we are one big community. We saw what we had earlier, the presentations. We want to support each other, and so by the council passing this shows tremendous support for the Jewish community, so thank you so much.
Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning. My name is Hal Goldblatt. I'm a concerned citizen. As a Orthodox Jew, I grew up with anti-Semitism all my life, and it's time to stop. Please pass this legislation. Thank you, or this resolution. Thank you.
Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning. I'm Lak Levon, and I've called the Las Vegas home for the last 18 years. My heritage is one of resilience. My father survived the Holocaust, while my mother's family literally fled Morocco from anti-Semitism. Now in America, a nation I chose for my own family to seek and establish a secure life, we face disturbing rise in anti-Semitism and that endanger my family, my community, my nation, our nation. A repeat of history. I want to extend my gratitude to this council for your significant actions aimed to ensure the Jewish community's safety and to prevent from history to repeat itself. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you, Mayor Goodman and members of the council. My name is Stephanie Tusman, and I'm the CEO of Jewish Nevada, Nevada's Jewish Federation. It's a local nonprofit that works to enhance the continuity of Jewish life here in Nevada and around the world. Since October 7th, we have seen a staggering increase in anti-Semitic hate locally and around the world. We, as Jews in Las Vegas, are not immune from the realities facing us as a people around the world. Back in November, Jewish residents, including my 7-year-old daughter, woke up to find graffiti saying "Death to Jews" spray painted on a Summerlin wall. Violent threats against Jewish institutions have risen substantially. And on Tuesday, we were made aware that several people showed up to City Hall demanding that this council call for a ceasefire in the ongoing war between Israel and Hamas. The comments made and the language they used hurt me, and I know that it was intended to do so. Israel has been accused of every horrible crime imaginable. And here's the irony. We had a ceasefire on October 6th. And Israel was brutally attacked by Hamas, which is a terrorist organization that's openly committed to the destruction of Israel and the murder of Jews anywhere.
Thank you.
Let me be very clear. I abhor the loss of innocent life, whether Jewish or Arab, Israeli or Palestinian. War is horrible.
Thank you. Please stay with a minute. We have others, and we welcome you back.
I'm
at
so
the end
sorry.
of
I thought you said
council.
3. My apologies.
No, one.
Thank you very much to the
much.
council and to Victoria Seaman, Councilwoman Seaman, for bringing this today. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good morning, Mayor and Council. My name is Ethan Cohen, and I'm a freshman at the Meadow School. I didn't really have a lot of time to write this speech, but I wanted to make it as meaningful as I could. Anti-Semitism is a cancer in our society, and often when it is found permeating, people turn a blind eye, allowing hatred of Jewish people to spread unchecked. Over the last few months, we've seen an exponential rise in anti-Semitism, and every day more horrible incidents occur all over Las Vegas and the country. We need to take all steps to eradicate it as soon as possible, and the resolution today is the first step towards bettering our schools, businesses, and our society, and rooting out all forms of hate for good. Thank you so much, and I hope that today real change can begin. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Jolie Brinson, and I serve as the Regional Director of the Anti-Defamation League. As you know, the ADL is the nation's leading anti-hate and human rights organization combating anti-Semitism. I speak today in support of the resolution of the Las Vegas City Council adopting the IHRA definition. Let's be clear, we are in a moment of great peril for the Jewish community. Since the attack on Israel on October 7th, we've seen thousands and thousands of incidents of anti-Semitism around the world. Here locally, we've seen over 147% increase of anti-Semitic incidents, threats, slurs, vandalism, violent threats targeting the Jewish schools and institutions, the distribution of anti-Semitic propaganda, of hate groups. Let's also be clear that the IHRA definition does not stifle speech. It does not stop the legitimate criticism of Israel, the government, or its policies. So on behalf of ADL, I thank Victoria Seaman, Councilwoman Seaman, for introducing today's resolution, and I encourage all City Council members to adopt this language as well.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good morning.
Morning.
Mayor Goodman, council members. My name is Kevin Campshire, and I'm a lawyer here in Las Vegas in the state of Nevada. I'm also part of the Anti-Defamation League. I urge support of adopting the definition of anti-Semitism, but I also want to talk about sense of urgency. As you've heard from colleagues before me, we have issues not only in our city, but also all over the world. ADL has a convention every year called Never Is Now. Some of you may have heard that are part of our community or not part of our community, Never Again. Of course, now it's a hashtag, Never Again. What does that mean? That means if something is never going to happen again, that time is right now. That applies to the definition we're speaking about today, and that applies to anti-Semitism in Nevada, in the United States, and all over the world. Never means now. It's not tomorrow, it's not next week. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Hi, my name is Abby Friedman. I'm an attorney here in Las Vegas. I am also the chair of the State of Nevada Security Division for the Jewish community. Our task force has been dealing with a surge of incidents that are astronomical. I'm also a national board member of Secured Community Network, which protects the Jewish community in all of North America. Statistically, it's off the charts. I don't need to read the numbers to you. I will tell you that we've had more than 300 incidents of bomb scares around the country, and we are afraid. We are spending now millions of dollars of money that could go for schools and education, summer camps. We're spending it on geofencing and protecting our facilities. We shouldn't be having to do that. This law, as it comes in different cities, will protect us. Our state of Nevada Department of Education has adopted this as the state law for the Department of Education. Our governor has endorsed it. We need the city council to do the same and protect us. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Good morning.
Jacqueline FL speaking on behalf of the Greater Las Vegas Short-Term Rental Association on item 47, I believe, which is the fines on short-term rentals. Today I stand before you to shed light on a pressing issue affecting our community, the unjust treatment of homeowners in Las Vegas who seek to rent their properties short-term. It's essential to acknowledge that while the city and county officials accuse homeowners of operating without a license, the truth is far more insidious. The city, just like the county, has established a process that deliberately obstructs homeowners from obtaining licenses while granting them to others. This blatant inequality is not only unjust, but goes against the very principles of fairness and equal opportunity. You claim that short-term rentals don't belong in neighborhoods, but the fact is that you have been allowing short-term rentals to operate since 2018. Henderson allows them. North Las Vegas allows them. The county is about to issue licenses as well. Many of you use short-term rentals.
Thank you very much for coming down. Anyone else? All right, I am going to close public comment, and again to remind anybody that at the conclusion we will have another opportunity for public comment. And we'll move on to agenda item 8. For possible action, items from the 9:30 a.m. session, the council staff and or applicant wish to be stricken, table, withdrawn, or held in abeyance to a future meeting may be brought forward and acted upon at this time. Mayor Pro Tem Knudsen.
Madam Mayor, I have one item. It's item 49. It's 23-0551. It's an abeyance item, a public hearing. The applicant is the Clark County School District. The owner is the School Board of Trustees for possible action on the following land use entitlement project at 18.77 acres on the northeast corner of Harris and Marion. And that's items 49, A, B, and C. And Councilwoman Diaz has requested that to be obeyed until the March 6, 2024 City Council meeting. And that would be my motion.
That's the only one?
Yes.
Thank you. There's a motion on agenda item 49. Please vote and please post on the abeyance. Let's have an oral vote. All in favor, please.
I think it's good.
Aha.
The culprit.
Too much party this morning. Okay, there it goes. That's been passed. Thank you. Move on to agenda item 9 for possible action to approve the final minutes by reference to the January 3rd, 2024 regular City Council meeting. Mayor Pro Tem, may I have a motion on the minutes, please?
Madam Mayor, move to approve item number 9.
Okay, there's a motion to approve our minutes from January 3rd. Please vote and please post. And that passes as well. Thank you. And we'll move on now to the consent agenda, the items number 10 through 39 on the consent agenda are considered to be routine, recommended for approval by the departments, and may be enacted in one motion. Councilwoman Seaman, I understand you want to make comments on the record before we vote, please.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. I will be voting no on the appeal of the Badlands legal case because it is in the best interest of our city to settle this matter before the damages grow even higher. Pursuing an appeal will only prolong the legal process, increase legal costs, and potentially escalate the damages. It is my duty to act in the best interest of our residents and to minimize the financial burden on the city. Thank you, Madam Mayor.
Thank you very much. Mayor Pro Tem may have a motion on the consent agenda for items 10 through 39.
Madam Mayor, I move to approve the consent agenda items 10 through 39.
There's motion, please vote, and please post. Thank you very much. We'll move on to agenda item 40, administrative discussion, possible action regarding the method which shall be used to fill the municipal court judge vacancy for for Department 5 in accordance with the city charter 1.160. Mr. Jansen. Okay. He's back. And if you'll please, I see Mr. Zamora.
Mayor Goodman, we have a team presentation here on this item, and Luann is going to be covering the first part. Vince Zamora here from HR is present as well, who's going to walk you through a little example of how we addressed this a few years ago. So with that, I'll turn it over to Luann.
Great, thank you very much.
Good morning, Mayor and Council. Luann Holmes, City Clerk for the record. I'm going to speak from here. My partners will speak from up there. This item before you is deciding how you would like to fill the soon-to-be vacant judicial seat for Department number 5. Councilman Kern is retiring effective February 29th. And according to City Charter, we have 30 days to fill the position. And so in the past, you've had several options. We've already have conducted candidate filing for the judicial seats, and we do have 3 candidates that have applied. And so your options have sort of been narrowed down to what you can see on the screen, and I'm going to let Vince speak to what those options might be.
Good morning, Mayor and Council. For the record, Vince Zamora, Human Resources Director. As you can see on the slides here, option 1 will be that HR will commence sourcing candidates, developing an interest list, and recommend the best qualified candidates for the final decision at the City Council meeting on March 20th, 2024. Please note that the current candidates are not eligible to apply. Option 2 would be HR will commence sourcing candidates, developing an interest list, and recommend the best qualified candidates for the final decision at the March 20th, 2024 City Council meeting. Please note that current candidates are eligible to apply. The process and the minimum requirements for this process I can share with you now. The minimum requirements for the candidates are they must be devoted full-time to the duties of the office, must be duly licensed member in good standing with the State Bar of Nevada, not currently subject to disciplinary action by the State Bar of Nevada or any other court or tribunal, not have been removed from judicial office, and must be a qualified electorate residing within the city of Las Vegas. The process as we see it, Mayor and Council members, would be that HR would solicit interest of candidates by submitting a posting to the Nevada State Bar Association, the Clark County Bar Association, and with the UNLV Boyd School of Law, as well as on our city website. HR would evaluate the interested candidates to assure they meet the previously stated requirements. Municipal court staff and city manager's office would confer regarding the candidates and come back with the recommendation for council to consider and/or appoint.
And so are questions that we might have any in discussion of how we want to move forward here. I first want to say that Judge Cedric Kearns has just been simply phenomenal. And his last date, according to the filing of his letter, is what date?
February 29th.
February 29th. And his court was that youth offender?
Good morning, Angela Washington, Acting Court Administrator. Yes, it's Youth Offender Court.
And he has done a phenomenal term. And so, any questions, comments you'd like to make here? Yes, you please.
Madam Mayor, I just wanted to point out I worked with Judge Kearns quite a bit over the last couple of years. He's done amazing work along with all of his team over at the court. But I noticed on this slide the note, the municipal court supports option 1, which is the way we did this last time when we made an appointment as well. I think it worked out well for the courts, and I think it worked out well for this council. So I'm going to go with option number 1 as a motion, if that's okay with everyone.
Okay, I would just, motions made here, unless there are any other comments here. Option 1 is what we would be recommending here. So if you'll please vote and please post, and I think that's an equitable move and fairest of all. And that motion passes unanimously, so thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, we'll move on to agenda item 41, an abeyance item here, discussion for possible action to consider an appeal of the decision by the City Council designate to impose a lien of $87,000 in daily civil penalties for illegal short-term rental violations for code enforcement case number CE 22-00330 regarding property located 2140 America's Cup Circle, property owner Legacy Investment LLC Series 3. This is in Ward 2 with Councilwoman Seaman. So thank you, and we will hear from staff, please.
Good morning, Mayor and City Council. Rebecca Wolfson, Deputy City Attorney. I'm the City Attorney assigned to handle code enforcement. So I'm here to give you just a quick procedural process as to how we are here today on this item and kind of give you a roadmap as to how I believe this item is going to go today. As you know, code enforcement is complaint driven. So when it comes to these short-term rentals, a citizen or whoever can call in and file a complaint with the city. The city then investigates, at times issues notices and orders telling the people to cease their illegal short-term rental activity. And if they do not, the city continues monitoring and eventually obtains a search warrant to retrieve all of the records from Airbnb or the other short-term rental platforms. Once those records are retrieved, we do file a report of expenses, and the matter gets set for a hearing in front of the City Council designee, Mr. Boyer. In this case, this matter went before Mr. Boyer, which he imposed in a fine in the amount of $87,000, and the applicant or the owner appealed to that item, which is what is before you today. So I believe the owner's representative is here to present some evidence and argument as to some of the material that's in the backup material that was in the record before Mr. Boyer, and you will hear from them. I'm here to answer questions and provide any information once that's done. Thank you.
Thank you very much, and if you'd introduce yourself, please.
Good morning, Mayor and City Council members. My name is Brittany Layton, and I'm the attorney for the homeowner. On December 14th, we did have a hearing in front of Mr. Boyer, or designee Boyer. As part of that hearing, there was an Exhibit 1 provided, including the Airbnb host reservation list. About 12 items up from the bottom of that list, there is a line involving dates from April of 2023, where about 5 of those dates to the right of the right side of the document provided, it shows a negative 1,000, which is evidence of the fact that the home was not rented to anybody during those days. So we would respectfully request that 5 days be removed from the fine against them, which is about $2,500 in total. So it would reduce the fine from $87,000 to $84,500. And I'm available to answer any questions.
Okay, but before we turn it over and get some questions and comments, I know in years past, and this being my 13th year, we have spent an inordinate amount of time late into the mornings about short-term rentals and Airbnb and everything. So knowing that each municipality and the greater unincorporated area may have a different policy resolution ordinance on this, could you just articulate, please, what the position is here?
You mean the city's position with regards to short-term
yes,
rentals?
And when was that made and put into effect?
I believe Mr. McCoy or Mr. Floyd would be better at answering those two questions.
I think it's very important because this is a public meeting, and the history, I just remember the late nights and the discussion and realizing, because we had a comment earlier about different municipalities may handle it differently, but in this city. So please, sir.
Good morning, Mayor. Seth Floyd for the record. So I'll talk about the policy side history, and then if you have questions about how we've done enforcement over the last few years, Eric can talk about that. We adopted a version of our short-term rental ordinance all the way back. I believe the first version was in about 2012. The current version of short-term rentals that has evolved into what we have today, I believe, was first adopted in 2015 or 2016.
Correct.
It was revised once or twice in the 2 or 3 years after that. And the most recent revision, Mayor, was to eliminate those 4 a.m. meetings on short-term rentals and make them a conditional use verification permit. And we do have a licensing scheme. There's a distance separation requirement. There are requirements for the type of home in which they're eligible. And we do have about 100 and how many licensed rentals now? Close to 200 are licensed now, and there are quite a few more than that that are unlicensed and subject to enforcement. But we have been allowing short-term rentals for quite some time.
And also, especially when the owner of the property lives in the house, they can rent out rooms or whatever.
That's correct, Mayor. That was part of the most recent amendment a few years ago to the code, that it'd be owner-occupied, a certain number of bedrooms, and there's a few other requirements on that as well. But yes, they are now required to be owner-occupied. We do have a number of them that were approved prior to that are not required to be owner-occupied.
We had to hold that.
Correct.
Okay, I think unless there are any questions, yes, please, Councilman Chris.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Your client is not licensed to rent Airbnb, correct?
That is correct.
So your client deliberately knew that they were breaking the laws of the city of Las Vegas, and they deliberately did this, knowing that it is not legal in our city. Why?
Respectfully, they didn't realize that it was illegal in the city of Las Vegas. There was a period of time that we discussed during code enforcement hearing where they had stopped renting, and then there was when there was the court hearings held regarding Clark County, they mistakenly believed that ruling affected their residents. They didn't realize that it didn't apply to City of Las Vegas homes and short-term rentals. But here we're not asking to reduce all of the fines. We're only asking to reduce the days where they didn't actually rent out the home, acknowledging that, yes, they made a mistake on those dates where it was actually rented out without a license. But for the 5 days that it was not rented, we would request a reduction in fine.
Are they continuing to offer this home for short-term rental?
No, Councilmember. They have changed it to a long-term rental in compliance with city code.
Thank you.
Okay. If there are no other questions from council here, I'm going to turn it over to you, Councilwoman Seaman. Thank you.
So we do normally only charge on days that it was rented out. So my motion will be to approve the appeal with a reduction of the $2,500 and a total fine of $84,500.
Thank you. There is a motion. Please vote and please post. And that motion carries. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks. We'll move on to agenda item 41. That was 41. We're into 42. Goodness, I've got the wrong glasses, so pardon me today. I'm trying to read through things that I shouldn't be reading through.
Good morning, Madam Mayor, City Council, Dr. Tammy Malich.
Sorry, let me read the agenda item. My fault. No, I paused with my stupid comment. Discussion for possible action regarding Youth Neighborhood Association Partnership Program, YNAP Grant Review Board recommendations to allocate $43,684.97 for 21 youth-initiated projects. These are from the general fund, and they are related to all wards. So please, and good morning, and welcome.
Thank you. Madam Mayor, City Council, Dr.
Sorry, Dr. Malich, Jeff Dorkak, City Attorney. Mayor, I didn't jump on quick enough. I believe Councilman Bruni has to make a disclosure on this item before Dr. Malich goes.
Yes, I will disclose that I will be abstaining from a vote because the little people who live in my house and eat my food have successfully applied for one of the grants, so.
Oh, wonderful. Too bad. Okay. Are we clear, Mr. Good? Onward, please.
Good morning, Madam Mayor, City Council, Dr. Tammy Malich, Director of Youth Development and Social Initiatives for the record. This is one of the best parts of my job. I get to stand before you today with these incredible young people. Our future is bright for our 23rd year of Youth Neighborhood Association Partnership Program recommendations. To date, the program has funded 672 projects, in total of $640,000 and change in city investment, with an astounding match of just under $6 million. So pretty incredible. Thank you. As the presentation will show today, our recipients for the 22-23 YNAP program made incredible impact to the community. The young people have been inspiring. They have overseen compassionate projects, and I applaud them for their commitment to make the city a better place. I also think it is fitting and incredible that these young people who are the chair and vice chair got to experience, thank you to our council, community service at a stellar level this morning in ceremonials, as well as a cultural experience. So thank you for adding that for them. We really appreciate it. With that said, our YNAP board is recommending 21 projects in total of $63,684.97. Our grant review board members thankful and appreciative of volunteering their time to the process. The board, comprised of many, all of our council and mayor have representatives on this board, as well as our chair and co-chair. With me to my left is Alexandra Rodriguez. Alexandra is our YNAP board chair. She is also a student at Southeast Career and Technical Academy. She's a nursing student. However, she shared with me that she's considering going into finance and entrepreneurship. And to my right, Lamius Johnson, and he is a senior at Chaparral High School. And Lamius is interested in going into coding and video game development. So with that, I will turn it over to the chair and co-chair.
Wonderful. Then thank you both for all that you did to make this come about. Thank you.
Good morning, Madam Mayor and City Council. My name is Alexandra Rodriguez. I am a senior at Southeast Career Technical Academy. This is my third year serving on the YNAP board, Grant Review Board. This program is very unique in itself as it offers endless opportunities to the youth members and the community. I became amazed at the beautiful stories from youth organizations who not only wish to better their communities. I leave here very inspired and tremendously thankful for this opportunity. It was remarkable that not only the youth built such a strong idea, but also presented their exceptional thoughts with a clear mission and passion for what they were doing. This year, I am honored to serve my second year as the chair of the Youth Neighborhood Association Partnership Program Grant Review Board. I am beyond impressed with fellow board members and the youth groups who all participated in this year's funding cycle that are giving back to our communities. This year showed us how important giving back to our community can be. But what really is amazing is that our youth are paving the way for others.
Good morning, Mayor and City Council members. My name is Lamius Johnson, and I am a senior at Chaparral High School. This is my second year serving on the YNAP Grant Review Board. This year, I have the pleasure to serve as the honored to be on the other side this time, the vice chair. I would like to thank you very much for such an amazing opportunity to serve on the YNAP board, and I have learned and gained so much experience this year, and I hope to use this experience when I begin my college career.
Lamius and I would like to recognize 16 board members, 8 of whom were adults, who mentored and guided our 5 youth members, and thank them for volunteering their time to this year's grant review process. If any of our board members were able to attend today, please stand when we call your name so that you can be recognized. Our adult members are Matt Etzel, Mariah Fajardo, Brenda Flank, David Nelberg, Arnold Parker, Andrew Sierra, Harry Williams, and Yodo Utereld.
Our youth members are Alexandra Rodriguez, Chair, Lamias Johnson.
Excuse me, Lamias, are any of them in the audience, and are you asking them to stand up?
Oh, yes.
Please.
If you are in the audience, then please stand up. Alexandra Rodriguez, Chair, Lamias Johnson, Vice Chair, Cole Camerlo, Milena McNair, Monica Sarkeesian.
Where are you? Okay. Thank you.
This year, the YNAB Grant Review Board is recommending 21 projects for a total of $43,684.97 in grant funding. Together, these projects will provide the city with a match of $527,180 in volunteer hours, kind donations, and financial contributions.
7 community service projects such as collecting supplies and distributing care packages for marginalized populations and essential workers. 7 community education projects such as advancing literacy efforts, learning new skills, and increasing awareness of community health and safety issues. 2 community improvement projects focus on creating a clean and safe community free of trash and dangerous debris. 5 projects that encompass 2 or more focus areas in their community-focused work, improvement, service, and/or education.
In Ward 1, CASLV DECA College Readiness Program, $2,400. CASLV DECA Entrepreneurship Pitch Competition, $2,000. Hyde Park Tea and Family Dance, $2,000.
In Ward 2, we have the All Sparks Brickathon, where imagination takes the lead, $2,000. Magical Moment Makers, Serving Our Schools, $2,325.
In Ward 3, Ready Prep Go Family Emergency Preparedness Fair, EM Training Corps, $2,000, I'm sorry. Equipo Academy Community Garden, $2,200. National Junior Honor Society Feel Like Home, $2,000. In Ward 3 continued, Peak Performers Project Homeless Care Packages, $1,400. Rocking Rams Rock the School 24, $2,000.
In Ward 4, we have Northwest Career and Technical Academy Student Council Activity Bags for Pediatric Cancer Patients, $2,200.
In Ward 5, Advanced Technologies Academy Black Student Union A Taste of Culture, $2,200. AKA Teens Youth Enrichment Group, AKA Teens Serving Our Community, $2,200. Community Projects, Art and Reading, a book tasting, $2,000. Heroes and Hearts, The Blessing Project, $2,000. Mental Health Awareness, Mental Wellness Fair, $2,000. National Honor Society, CSNHS West, Project 150, School Supply Packages, $2,359.97. Youth Helping Youth, Making Drawstrings Backpacks for Homeless Youth, $2,400.
In Ward 6, we have K. Carl Elementary School Student Council Pocket Full of Kisses, $2,000. STEM Days Robotics Bricks and Kicks, $2,000. The Just One Project New Students Welcome Baskets and Youth Resource Guide, $2,000. Alexandra and I want to give a big thank you to each of the youth groups who have presented. I commend them on their courage to stand before such a large board of individuals to share their ideas with us. They did a wonderful job, and their projects were not only creative but also service as a variety of important community needs.
On behalf of the YNAB Grant Review Board, we would like to thank the mayor and council members for your continued support of YNAB. We would also like to thank all of the youth and supporting adults who are giving back to the community. Additionally, I would like to thank the Department of Youth Development and Social Initiatives and their director, Dr. Tammy Milak, for believing in the youth in our communities. Finally, our gratitude to the entire staff that made YNAB successful. A special thanks to Jabutam Yanes for her leadership and guidance through the YNAB process. We could have not done it without her support.
We would also like to thank city staff, city attorneys Jeff Doracak and Chris Love for their support of this, and the entire city clerk's office, Stacy, Arlene, Ashley, Cheyenne, Jackie, and Gabby, thank you, and Jasmine and Marja for their support and help with scheduling all of the events, and Susan in finance, Jeff Brazo, Roger in Cultural Affairs, and Council Chambers, and our IT team. So thank you to all of you. And with that, thank you for consideration.
Well, I want to thank you on behalf of all of us up here, Alexandra and Lamias. You've done a great job, but we know it's the time, energy, and effort where the grassroots of students have really gotten involved, spent time together, worked through the application process. And it's very exciting when you see the work that you've been doing together come to its reward. This is simply fabulous. And for all of you in the audience that are part of our YNAB program, keep it going. We thank you. You deserve the applause. We're proud of you. And as you learn from the process, please keep coming back to it. It needs to continue. It needs to get bigger. We need to find more money and be able to make it a much larger undertaking. It's been quite a while, but with Dr. Malich here and our city staff helping where we can. So you're both seniors?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so what are you doing next year, Lamias?
I plan to go to college as soon as I graduate.
Are you going to stay with us, I hope, somewhere in town? Or going somewhere else for a while? Come back. You have to come back.
I'm going to go away for a little while.
A little while being 2 years, 4 years, 6 months?
2 years, miss.
Okay. Far away?
In Orlando, Florida.
Ooh, nice. Alexandra?
I plan to leave state. I plan to do undergrad somewhere far in the country, and I plan to study mathematics, statistics, economics, things like that, minor in data science, and then after that, go into graduate school and get my master's in finance.
Wonderful. Well, we wish you both and everyone here good luck. Education's the key to life, a key to opportunity. So keep at it. Do as much as you can, but remember, Las Vegas, do not figure out that you're going to stay away. Come back here one day and make sure this is your home and that you add to it as others before you. Congratulations, all of you, and thank you. And maybe any comments? Yes, Councilwoman Diaz, and probably as well down here. Please.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. I just want to thank the parents and the mentors that are helping our youth go through this process, because I know you're instrumental in them having a vision and also lending a helping hand in our communities, and the help is needed. We can't do it all on our own, and so through you and through your support, we're getting things done. I also want to thank K. Carl Elementary for this beautiful heart that we received up here on the dais, and can't wait to see the amazing things you guys are going to do in the future, because we're already training you to take over these seats down the road. So thank you so much for being here. And also I want to tell anyone who had a Ward 3 project, please reach out to our office. We like to see you deploy. We like to see you put together your projects. We like to be part of the volunteers that can come together and help you. So if you can reach out to your council member and let us know when you're gathering to make that happen, we like to be part of the army of folks helping you get it accomplished. So please don't feel shy to reach out to us.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, Councilwoman Bruni.
Thank you, Mayor. I would echo everything that Councilwoman Diaz said. I would also add that this really is one of my favorite programs that the city runs, and I do hope that over time we can think about growing it, because there is so much need. And I sat through the presentations, and the kids, the young people were so professional, so amazing. It was really inspiring. And I will tell you, the YNAB board, I just want to give you guys kudos, because you all asked amazing questions of the young people, and they were so prepared. And so it's just I was just overwhelmed with the level of professionalism and the true leadership. So thank you for all that you do, and thank you to Brendan Ito for also being part of the team, as well as my own Ward 6 Matt Etzel, who did a great job. So thank you, Mayor.
Thank you. Okay, we'll entertain a motion. Mayor Pro Tem, please.
Madam Mayor, this is one of the most fun motions I get to make all year long. But a question first, is it 97 cents? Why can't we find 3 cents to make it a round number?
Yeah.
Like someone somewhere has 3 cents. Just throw
I'll
it
give
in.
them 3.
That is what they requested, actually. They put down 97.
We were supposed to make a motion for that.
With that, with great appreciation.
Something I have to say, that means their financial work. This young woman right here, her finance and statistics shows it's exact, and you can trust it. So forget the 3 cents. Whoever volunteered it, 97 cents says.
97 cents it is. I will move to approve with appreciation for everyone who worked on this, $43,684.97, which is item number 42, and thank you to everyone.
Thank you. Bravo to you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
In closing on this item, if I could just say that the future is bright because one of my favorite YNAP recipients, Justin, is only 8, and this is his 4th year of receiving YNAP.
Wow.
So at 8, he understands the importance of giving back to his community.
Beautiful. Wonderful. Thank you. Congratulations. All right, we will move on.
1 second, Mayor, Councilman Bruni, you didn't intend to vote on that, did you? Just, we just correct the record on that one, Lynn, please.
Please remove my vote.
Will do.
Okay. Good catch. I'm so glad we have such an astute attorney here. And since you've spoken up, our dear city attorney, how about introducing the young gentleman to your right or our left?
I had it all coordinated. I was going to wait for you to give me the intro, and then I was going to do it. So go ahead and do the. Are we ready for the bills?
Oh, yeah, but before, since you
no, I was going to do it.
Asleep at the switch and didn't count and catch her before.
Gotcha.
Okay.
You wanted to throw them off?
Right.
Perfect.
I mean, let's see who this is here.
All right, Jeff Dorkak, City Attorney. Yeah, when we get to the new bills to read, I'm going to be assisted by our spring law student extern, Royce Pereira from Boyd Law School at UNLV. He's a 2L, second year, and he is also a graduate of A-Tech High. Royce, do you want to turn your microphone on to practice that and say hi to the council and everybody?
Hello, thank you.
Hey, love it. Very short. That's good for a lawyer. Brevity's the best. Okay, we're going into 43. This is recommending committee bills eligible for adoption at a later meeting. Item number 43 through 45, bills number 2023-28, 2024-1, and 2024-2 will be heard at a later meeting. And now we can get to Mr. Dorkak's wonderful new bills. Items number 46 through 48, bills number 224-3 through 2024-5 will be heard at recommending committee on Tuesday, February 20th, 2024. Mr. Attorney, will you then designate your reader, please?
Yes, ma'am. We will go now. I'll start, and Royce will finish. Bill number 2024-3, an ordinance creating the City of Las Vegas, Nevada Special Improvement District number 613, Sunstone Phases 3 and 4, ordering a street project, storm sewer project, sanitary sewer project, drainage project, and water project within the City of Las Vegas, Nevada, and providing other matters related thereto.
Bill number 2024-4, an ordinance concerning the City of Las Vegas, Nevada, Special Improvement District number 613, Sunstone Phases 3 and 4, assessing the cost of local improvements against the assessable property benefited by the local improvements and providing other matters related thereto. Bill number 2024-5, an ordinance authorizing the issuance and sale by the City of its Special Improvement District number 613, Phases 3 and 4, local improvement bonds, Series 2024, approving the form of certain documents with respect to such bonds, ratifying action taken by city officers toward the issuance of such bonds, providing other matters related thereto.
Thank you very much. Well done. New bills 2024-3-4 and -5 are assigned to the February 20, 2024 recommending committee members, Councilman Knutson and Councilwomen Seaman and Polensky, if any so designated, are unable to attend. The clerk's office will coordinate finding substitutes as necessary at my direction. Yes, please? Yes. Thank you. And thank you very much. And we will now, agenda item 49, 49A, B, and C has been obeyed already to the 6th of March. So we are, goodness gracious, we could have spent more time with more dancing. We are on agenda item 50. There we are. 230528 or QR1. This is a public hearing. Applicant Clear Channel Outdoor Owner Mini Masters, Inc. Possible action land use entitlement project request for required review of an approved special use permit U0298-94 for an existing 40-foot tall, 14 by 48-foot off-premise sign at 6900 West Craig Road, C1 Limited Commercial Zone, Ward 5, with Councilman Creer. Staff recommends approval. And wow, hello, look what's here. We have, okay, please, it is a public hearing, which I declare open, and the applicant or representatives here. And so, the floor is yours.
Just real quick, Madam Mayor, to need to disclose, I own a billboard company, and but there is no conflict with this particular item, so I don't see any issues with me why I would not vote for this. Thank you.
All right, Mayor Seth Floyd, for the record, I'll do the staff report real quick, and then the applicant can go. Mayor, the sign conforms to the original special use permit U-0298-94 and remains compatible with the existing and proposed adjacent land uses. Therefore, staff is recommending approval with conditions with a condition requiring a 5-year review.
Wonderful. And if you'll introduce yourselves, please, and make your comments.
Hi, Angie Kelly with Clear Channel Outdoor, and Nick
Versale, also Clear Channel Outdoor.
Good.
For any questions.
Okay. Anyone here with a question? No. How about this way? No.
Great.
Okay. How about that, Mr. Correa, Councilman?
Thank you. You sure you guys don't want to belabor this a little longer? No, I don't see any problem with this, and I'm going to make a motion for approval.
Okay, there's a motion to approve agenda item 50. Did I do public? You know, you're rehired. All right, I'm going to reopen the agenda item before we do the vote. And it's public hearing. Anyone wishing to make comment on agenda item 50? I can't bear the noise from all the people that are rushing here. We will close public hearing since no one has come up. And with that, the motion has been made by Councilman Creer. Would you reiterate it, please?
Thank you. Make a motion for approval.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And so please vote and please post. Motion carries. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, we'll move on to agenda item 51, 260652 RC1, review of condition public hearing, applicant Greystone Nevada LLC, owner Signature Land Holdings LLC, possible action land use entitlement project request for review of condition of previously approved tentative map 210671 TMP 1 to amend condition of approval number 1, which states, in quotes, lots number 1 through 9 shall be limited to a rear yard setback of 25 feet and shall be prohibited from including balconies. Patio covers shall conform to Title 19. This condition shall be recorded against the respective properties. By way of recording, a notice of condition affecting property against each of the parcels specifically burdened by such condition or conditions prior to the application for building permits to include the conditions affecting the parcel. Furthermore, the entity making application for a building permit on a parcel specifically burdened by the above condition or conditions shall attach attached the tentative map, conditions of approval to such building permit application, as well as the entity selling the single-family resident on the parcel that is burdened by the above condition or conditions shall provide a disclosure of the above conditions to any prospective purchaser of a home on such parcel on 2.14 acres north side of Gilmore Avenue, approximately 310 feet west of Campbell Road, R-CL, single-family compact lot zone. And this is in Ward 4 with Councilwoman Ellen Polensky. Staff recommends denial. This is a public hearing which I declare open, and is the applicant or representative present? Hello.
Good morning, Mayor and Council. Stephanie Allen, 1980 Festival Plaza Drive, here on behalf of the applicant Lennar Homes. This property, as you mentioned, is located near the northwest corner of Gilmore and Campbell. There's a Montessori school located here with a park to the north and some residents to the west. We're here because Lennar is now buying the property that was already approved for 18 homes by Signature Homes. They are not trying to change anything with respect to the map. I know Signature Homes and Jennifer Lazovich in my office worked very closely with the neighbors to the west on this application. However, the product type that they are going to build here is slightly larger than Signature Homes had proposed, and we have one lot. It's lot number 8 located here on this cul-de-sac where we just need a slightly smaller rear yard setback. The condition that, Mayor, you read into the record was agreed upon with the neighbors to the west to provide a longer rear yard setback. In the RCL, there's a 10-foot setback that would normally be required, and it was agreed upon that we would do a larger setback of 25 feet along this western wall, and we plan to meet that on all of the lots except on Lot 8. We're asking for a reduction of a little over 2 feet down to a 22-foot setback instead of the 25-foot setback. We have worked with the neighbors to the west and informed them that the request is only on the one lot, lot number 8. We are in agreement with staff's proposed revision to that condition and do not plan to change anything else. So there would still be no balconies allowed on lots 1 through 9 all the way along this western wall, and we would still have the 20-foot yard setback on all of the lots except on lot 8. We would be allowed to have a 22-foot setback. Also, a couple things they did bring up just in meeting with them, specifically to lot 8, we've agreed in the CCNRs to prohibit on lot 8 no accessory structures over 10 feet, so Lennar will put that in their CCNRs. Also, no extra large or large trees that are listed on your preferred tree list. The concern was they did not want to have trees hanging over the wall into their yard, so we've agreed that we'll put that in the CCNRs specific to lot 8 to have no extra large or large trees listed on the preferred tree list. Also, there were some concerns. Understandably, they do not want to have Airbnbs in this neighborhood. We've explained to them that the city code prohibits that already. However, we do have a CCNR that will be in the Lennar CCNRs that specifically prohibits any subdividing further of these lots, and also no transient or hotel uses on the property. So that's also in the Lennar CCNRs with regards to making sure these stay single-family homes and are used for that purpose. So we wanted to put that on the record as well. But with that said, our request again is just to simply change lot 8, the rear yard setback, from 25 feet to 22 feet. And we're in agreement with staff's recommended condition if approved. So we very much
Mr.
appreciate
Floyd,
approval.
thank you very much.
Thank you, Mayor. Seth Floyd for the record. Mayor, the City Council imposed condition number 1 of 21-0671 TMP1 in the interest of providing additional protection to property owners to the west of the subject site over and above Title 19 standards. Staff defers to the City Council's determination from 2022 and therefore recommends denial of the review of condition request. Thank you.
Thank you. This is a public hearing. Do we have anybody that would like to make comment on agenda item 51? I'll close the public hearing. And any comments, questions from council? Councilwoman Polensky, please.
Thank you, Madam Mayor, and thank you, Stephanie, for doing such a diligent job. The voice of the people in Ward 4 is very important to me, and you have worked tirelessly to accommodate the wishes of those folks on the west side of the adjacency, and I'm grateful for that. I think the I'd like to make a motion to move item number 51, including condition number 1, Mr. Floyd mentioned earlier.
Yeah, the condition reads that on Lot 8 only, there will be a 22-foot setback as opposed to the 25.
Correct. And thank you to the Peter Lowenstein for coming up with the great idea of including it into the CCNRs.
Thank you. So there is a motion to approve agenda item 51, subject to conditions. So please vote and please post, and congratulations. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Have a good one. Thanks.
And we'll move on to agenda item 52, which is setting the date on appeals filed or required public hearings. Please, Madam Clerk, to set the public hearing dates and appeals from the City Planning Commission meetings and dangerous building and nuisance litter abatements.
Will do, thank you.
Thank you very much. And we'll move on to agenda item 53. This is our second and final. Citizen participation. Public comment during this portion of the agenda must be limited to matters within the jurisdiction of City Council. No subject may be acted upon by the City Council unless the subject is on the agenda and scheduled for action. If you wish to be heard, please come to the podium, give your name for the record, the amount of discussion on any single subject, as well as the amount of time any single speaker is allowed may be limited. It's your opportunity to address council, but council is not able to respond or engage in dialogue. So are there any members of our public who wish to speak under this portion of the agenda? Please come forward. We have a speaker card, and this may be Robert Nixon. Hi there.
Your Honor.
Hi. And if you will, reintroduce yourself.
My name is Robert Ray Hickson, Hixon. Not to pat myself on the back, but I am an ex-Ranger. I was a tank commander. I'm creating military vets for pets. You see those posters of wanted, missing. We just blow by them at Walmart. But when he's your puppy, he's your service dog, and somebody steals him, I revert. But I listen to the police. They say don't go into the homeless camps, etc. I just wanted to read one thing that happened. My dog was turned away from the animal shelter. I got pictures from a lady. He went outside. A guy took him. I haven't found him since. All I'm asking with all of this, the reason we printed this was there's so much, not really, it's 2 pages, to give to your honors, to read at your convenience, that this happens thousands of times a day. 1 year from now, there's going to be 2,000 pets, 2,000 more, because 1,000 people come here a year. That's 48,000 roughly divided by 52. There's 1,000 dogs a day. What are we going to do? I'm not here to condemn the Animal Foundation. I just want to help. I want to start a military vets for pets. But when it comes to police, weapon, not me. I call them, have them on standby. That's what the Henderson said. So all I'm asking is, your honors, to consider 20,000 more pets are going to be here next year. And what are we going to do about it? That's it.
Thank you very much, and thank you for your service and for caring. And it's just, as people come here or visit and do leave animals, it's very sad.
Yeah. If I
very
may,
sad.
One of the things I personally have taken interest in, for example, a family came from Hawaii. They had to go back.
Yeah.
Their dog's still here. I'll go find them. I got cages. I'm nice to dogs. They like me. I don't want to get bit in the neck, so I got cages. But there are a lot of people that visit, bring their pets, and they have to leave them.
All right. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, ma'am.
Good morning.
Good morning, Madam Mayor. Daniel Braisted, B-R-A-I-S-T-E-D. I want to apologize in a way. I got really upset with your office because that's the only people that would answer the phone. But the parking garage, again, I've mentioned this before, it was filled to overflowing, and there's no sign at Main Street saying, hey, we're filled. So you have to drive all the way up to the top, then you drive and then there's a whole string of cars waiting to exit. And then you go around to Symphony Hall, and that parking garage is closed, and there's all signs going down Symphony Hall Street, no parking. Let us park on the sidewalk, on the street. And the other thing is, as you drive up there, you see all sorts of reserved spaces that are empty. Now, you took 20 sites out of the parking garage for the construction on all the floors. Make an adjustment. Say if between now and the end of March, there's no reserved parking in this building. I mean, they're sitting there, let's work halfway. But adjust your program so it alerts it, so you put a sign out on the street earlier. I was well received. We used the 3D printers at the Becker Expo Center on a Friday. It was great, but sadly, it can handle 20 people, adults, using the 3D printers, but we only had 2 people there. You have 4,000 employees in the city. Why aren't they at least going there and seeing what a 3D printer does? Because that's part of the future. The other thing is, last meeting, we had a room filled with high school students that were the athletes of the football team. And yet, again, sadly, Parks and Recreation, who spent $40,000 advertising on the side of the Eastern Community Center at Stewart and Eastern, with no mention of what's on. Have Parks and Recreation take advantage before the meeting with some slides saying, hey, this is what we're offering at Parks and Recreation to those high school students. And then come in and say, hey, we need lifeguards during the summer. But that is idle time before meetings. Many of you advertise your events at the end of the meeting when just myself and your staff is here. Do it before the meeting and do it during your conversion. When you're changing over, run some slides. Thank you, ma'am.
Good idea. Thank you very much. Anyone else? Okay, we'll close the public comment and move on to item 54, which emerging issues. So, council, do we have an emerging issue we would like to get on the agenda for discussion? Nope, you're blessed this time. So we will now move on to agenda item 55. And that is council member recognition. Comments made by individual city council members during this portion of the agenda will not be acted upon by the council unless the subject is on the agenda and scheduled for action. Is there any member of the council who wishes to speak under this portion of the agenda? So I think where did we start last time? We'll start with we did.
I think you went in the middle.
I did one from the middle and out. Okay. The closest in? The guys are going to get the floor. Okay. I don't know which one of you is older.
I do.
I would defer. Are you?
I do.
Of course. Did you take that as an insult? You're starting. Councilman Greer.
Thank you, Mayor. We celebrated the opening of the new pickleball courts at Patriots Park, located at 4050 Tom Boulevard, on Saturday, January the 20th. Bring your family, neighbors out to enjoy this fun, social, and friendly sport, which has gained tremendous amount of popularity in recent years. And you cannot mention pickleball courts on the dais if you don't mention Lieutenant Governor Stavros Anthony.
And how many pickleball courts
We have 2.
are there?
We have 2, yeah.
And how do they sign up?
They just first come, first serve, and we're looking to add some
And how do you
lights
get
to it
them
as
off
well.
the court then while you're waiting?
I think there's a neighborly rule that says give an hour and someone else will wait for you.
Thank you.
Yes. Sort of like we used to do tennis courts back in the day.
Yeah,
The city of Las Vegas is celebrating 45 years of hosting events in recognition of Black History Month. A Night of Expressions returns to Liberty Park, Sammy Davis Jr. Festival Plaza on Saturday, February the 3rd. Bring your low-back chairs for comfort. For more information about this event, please call 702-229-2473. We celebrated, pretty cool, the opening of the Bent Inn and Pub located at 1100 East Ogden Avenue on January 23rd. This new LGBTQ plus boutique hotel is owned and operated by Greg and Mark in fabulous downtown. We are excited to welcome the Bent Inn to this growing area. For more information, visit their Facebook or website at www.bentinn.com. It's a really cool place. Go by and have a cocktail for happy hour. It's a lot of fun. And the 10th Annual African American Trailblazer Service Awards in honor of Black History Month. The city of Las Vegas held the 10th Annual African American Trailblazer Service Awards on January 25th. Thank you, Mayor, for participating and being there also with us. I want to congratulate the award recipients. In Business and Economic Advancement Award, Jessica Jess Flo Washington. Community Activism and Politics Award, Kelvin Watson. Educator Award, Melvin Valentine Jr., the Tyrone Thompson Emerging Leader Award, Dr. Keith Rogers, Spiritual Community Award, Fatine Safula, and Impact Award, Dr. Lisa Morse-Hibbler. We also announced there the 2024 Historic Westside Legacy Park honorees, who were also announced. Many of these people that I know, every last one. Number one is Curtis Amy, Sr., and Ruby Amy Pilot, Dr. Frederick Boulware and Rosalie Boulware, who literally raised me, Otis R. Harris Jr. and Sylvia Tisha Harris, Frank Hawkins, Dr. Lisa Morse-Hibbler, George Simmons Jr., and Wendell Williams. We're looking forward to the official induction ceremony on Saturday, June 1st at Legacy Park at 8:30 a.m. More information will be provided at a later date. Our midday inspirational showcase and luncheon will be held on Thursday, February 18th at 11 a.m. at the historic Fifth Street School, located at 401 South 4th Street. This annual showcase features singing, dancing, poetry, and guest speakers. Additionally, there will be a black opera, a fashion show, and a soul food luncheon. For tickets and more information, please call 702-229-6125.
Excuse me,
Yes.
question. I checked the date here. You said February 18th. The 16th is a Friday. Thursday's the 15th.
It is Thursday, February 16th. If I said it wrong, it's Thursday, February the 16th, 11 a.m.
Well, the 16th on my calendar on my reliable cell phone says the 16th's a Friday.
Oh, well, that is a faux pas.
Okay. I believe in the truth of the human being.
How about the mayor just checked me? Which is great, though. We will get it changed.
Okay.
Thank you. Look, and I don't know if it's Thursday the 15th or Friday the 16th. You're right.
No,
you're right. And so we will have to make a correction and make a correction also on the flyer as well, because we do not want to miss it. Thank you, Mayor. Plans are underway for the next Ward 5 Principals Roundtable, scheduled for Thursday, February the 22nd.
That is the 22nd.
Is that okay? Yes. Thank you, Mayor. At the Ernest and Betty Becker Technology Center, located on 221 Maverick Street. This event allows us to learn how we can support our Ward 5 principals and educators. We're looking forward to hosting this event at our new facility filled with technology, tools, and classes for the entire family. The next community conversation will take place at the Ernest Becker Technology Park as well on February the 28th from 9 to 10:30 a.m.
Wrong.
Well, we didn't have a date.
Yep, check that. The 28th is a Wednesday.
Yes, from 9 to 10:30 a.m.
Thursday.
No, Wednesday.
Right there on your list, on your flyer.
The
It says
28th.
Thursday, the 28th.
Is that another one?
Wednesday is the 28th.
Damn.
Somebody was looking
tough-
at January
A
calendar.
tough day in Ward 5.
You're I
think that we're gonna move on. We will figure it out which day. I'm almost positive it's Thursday, which would be the 29th. Jesus, Mayor. The 29th from 9 to 10 a.m. I'm not going to give remarks anymore for the rest of the year. Call my office. Specifically call Tanya in my office, 702-229-5443. Check out our newsletter, and then we're also on social. Thank you. I apologize.
Okay. You make me cry. Do you dare go after this, Mayor Pro Tem?
Give me a chance to work this out.
Madam Mayor, in my home, we're not allowed to look at our phones when others are speaking, so I'm going to ask you to put your phone down. Thank you.
Oh, my God.
We have Brews with Brian on Thursday, February 15th, 5:30 to 6:30. This is at their Lake Mead, Lake Mead location. They also have one in Henderson. It's a great place. And David Rugelman, I know you've been there before. It's all their food has bacon in it, so I don't know if I'll be eating, but I can definitely have a drink and encourage other people to eat there because it is a great place to be. And also, we have a shredding event coming up on February 24th from 10 to 12. This is at Wasden Elementary School. This is for all those neighborhoods around Rancho and Charleston. We want to make sure we get those documents shredded, and if you have any medications, feel free to bring that with you. And today is National Girls and Women in Sports Day. Now, this day we acknowledge the accomplishments of girls and women in sports, their positive influence, and their continued effort for equality for women in sports. And as always, reach out to me anytime you like, and we're here for you. Thanks a lot, Mayor.
Thank you. Well done. I see your daughter. She has a good-sized sneaker. She can be a tall girl.
I believe she will, yes.
Yes, wonderful. All right, Councilwoman Seaman, you've been a busy lady today. Thanks.
Yes, I have. Thank you, Madam Mayor. I want to read a statement that I was going to read earlier, but I felt it was more appropriate to read now. The rise in anti-Semitism around the world is deeply troubling and requires an unwavering stand against intolerance and hatred. By adopting today the IHRA's definition of anti-Semitism, we send a clear message that bigotry and discrimination have no place in our city. Recognizing this definition is crucial in affirming our commitment to fighting anti-Semitism in all its forms. It is important to note that today's vote took place on the 4-month anniversary of the October 7th attack on Israel. By adopting the IHRA's definition, we show our commitment to safeguarding the rights and dignity of all individuals in our diverse community. I'm grateful we passed this resolution to reaffirm our city's dedication to standing against hatred and discrimination. Together, we send a powerful message that Las Vegas is a place of inclusivity, respect, and acceptance for all. Thank you. I'm Israel High. Thank you.
Thank you. Very, very nice. And hatred is no place anywhere, but certainly not here. Thank you so much. Councilwoman Diaz.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. I want to wish everyone a happy Black History Month. I know that we're underway celebrating all the accomplishments in our beloved Black community. Also want to, I don't know if I'm going to get the pronunciation right, but I'll give it a stab. Kyung Hai Fat Choi. Happy Lunar New Year to everyone. It was amazing to have the Asian community here with us in the chambers to kind of shed light that it's on its way, and we have an amazing parade that's going to be here in the fabulous city, especially that it's in Ward 3. Love to always host these amazing cultural events. Just wanted to shine light on a recent accomplishment for us as a city. We had our Harris ribbon cutting on January 31st. I have all of our public works team and all of our contractor friends who made this complete street project a reality, and I think it's momentous because it's an avenue called Harris that connects Mojave all the way to Bruce, and there was lacking sidewalks. This was behind us is now beautiful, but it just was a gravel, dirt, nothingness. And now we're connecting our communities to the bus transit, to the schools across the road when you cross Eastern. There's 3 elementary schools in close proximity to this, and I've seen how this investment is already changing the lives for the better of our community. So I just wanted to thank all of our awesome team for getting that accomplished for our residents in Ward 3. We've been going to different senior communities and hosting pop-ups where we go to spread joy, share donuts, and calendars, which I'm hearing are not sold very often these days, but there's so many of us who still like to kind of keep everything on paper and put our little notes there, especially when it comes to doctor's visits and important dates that we shouldn't forget. So I just want to thank all of the folks who have opened their doors to have us there with them and just sharing some goodies from Ward 3. Wanted to make you aware that on February 8th, this Thursday, there's going to be a family fun health fair at our Stupak Community Center located on 300 West Boston Avenue. It will be hosted 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. and there will be local community organizations, games, music, and more. Puentes will be there. Silver Summit Health Plan. So please stop on by if you are needing to be connected to a lot of amazing health resources. Also, aside from what we heard about Chinese New Year in the desert, we also want to share the information about the different offerings that are happening in our community. So February 17th at Uncommons and February 18th at the historic Chinatown Plaza, the AAPI Chamber is also hosting events. So I want you to go on the AAPI Chamber's website and kind of locate time and place for these other offerings in our community. Also want you all to save the date. We have an upcoming Animal Foundation mobile vaccination clinic with our partners at the Animal Foundation. It's going to be out of our East Las Vegas Community Center on Saturday, February 17th, 2024 from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. So again, on your calendar on the 17th, make sure that you prioritize making sure that your furry friends, whether it's a cat or a dog, get their vaccines because it's so important to protect their health. Also, we're going to be hosting a no-cost event for local entrepreneurs with 10 or fewer employees. It's called our Micro Business Summit of 2024, and there's many partners coming together to make this happen. And I know that part of the folks who are head spearheading this is the Nevada Workforce Connections Board, the Bank of Nevada, GoDaddy, us, the City of Vegas, and other sponsors. I hope that you guys save the date, Saturday, February 24th, right here out of your fabulous Las Vegas City Hall chambers. There's free parking at 500 South Main, and our chambers are located 495 South Main, and the resource fair will be happening 9 a.m. to 1 p.m., and it just basically will be information to help all of our micro businesses learn more on how to start or grow their businesses. Just wanted to put a reminder, we still take everyone's things via C-Click Fix, so anything you see needing our attention and remedy in our community, please make sure you do C-Click Fix, but you can also call it in, email it in, and just let us know that you're seeing it. And that's pretty much it for me. I hope everyone has an amazing just everything, because February is off and we are in a leap year, so we get an extra day to be more productive in 24, Madam Mayor.
Wonderful. And when are we having our new consul come to town? And who
So
will that be?
I know that the consul, Julian Escutia Rodriguez, has moved on. His last day was at the end of January. There's an interim consul who has been assigned, who was the second in command under him, Jeremias Guzman.
Okay.
So Consul Jeremias will be at the helm until the June elections in Mexico for the new president, and they feel that then the reassignments will happen after the president is elected.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, Councilwoman Brunian, thank you for bringing us such joy and happiness today. And this little dragon here belongs to, is that yours, Councilman? Yes. Okay, please. Okay.
Thank you, Madam Mayor, and thanks to everyone who participated in today's meeting. As we know, February is a celebration of Black history. Please take advantage of many of the local events in our area celebrating Black History Month, everything from sports to arts and culture, and here are a few examples. Congratulations again to our amazing YNAP recipients. We're excited that some of the projects involve schools and projects from my own Ward 6. Special thanks to YNAP board member Matt Etzel, who is a Ward 6 resident and represented us so well. We were pleased to attend the Northwest Area Command's first Tuesday last night. Thank you to our fabulous city's code enforcement team who showed up to provide information and answer some of our residents' questions. Lieutenant Brett Ficklin provided great information on traffic issues, which were top of mind of many of our neighbors. Please watch our next Access City Council episode, which airs tomorrow, where the esteemed David Riggleman and I chat with John Etzminger, General Manager of the Southern Nevada Water Authority and the Las Vegas Valley Water District. Also tomorrow, please join us for our monthly Bocatitos with Bruni from 9 to 11 at our satellite office at the Y. We're pleased to share that we'll have some folks from Southwest Gas there who are going to be there to answer any questions you have about your recent gas bills. February is American Heart Month. Next Monday on February the 12th from 10 to 11 a.m., we'll be hosting American Heart Month and Safety event at the Centennial Hills Active Adult Center. We'll have representatives from Las Vegas Fire and Rescue and Metro to share information and answer any questions our neighbors have. As always, we'll have some fun and amazing Valentine-themed raffle prizes to give away. And then later next week on Saturday, February 17th from 9 to 3, we'll be hosting with Ward 4 our first Love for All pickleball tournament where you can watch Ward 6 challenge and beat Ward 4. Ooh. Game on. And if you need a place to discard your old tax documents, mark your calendars for our document shredding event on March 2nd from 10 to 12 at the YMCA parking lot. Finally, we would love to hear from you. Please stay in touch. Call our office at 702-229-5463 or email ward6@lasvegasnevada.gov. Thank you.
How many hours a day are you practicing your pickleball?
4.
Good. Are you nervous down there, Councilwoman Valensky? Oh, look at this. It's going to be. Are you taking bets?
She's taking lessons too.
I'll take your
Is
wagers.
Is there an over and under here? You know,
I don't know if they do over
Vegas.
under. Or, yeah, well, we'll have to see what Miss Christie has a line at. As you may know, thank you, Madam Mayor. As you may know, February is Black History Month. Historian Carter Woodson was the creator of what we presently know as Black History Month. He worked passionately to establish the event in an effort to provide an education on the origins, struggles, and achievements of African Americans within the United States history. Be sure to get out into the community and take advantage of some of the many great events to commemorate Black History Month that many of my colleagues have so aptly highlighted. Next up, last Saturday, our Ward 4 team, Neighborhood Services, a shout out to Greg Gray, and Ward 4 Senior Advisor Deanne O'Rear-Cameron attended the Sun City Seniors Resource Fair. There was a huge turnout and lots of helpful information and resources were provided to our seniors, and of course, lots of freebies were passed out. In the fall, my staff and I began collecting old, used glasses to donate to our friends at the Lions Club. This is a great organization created by the Lions to recycle for those with sight problems or provided glasses to individuals in need outside of the United States. We can accept your donation here at City Hall, the Ward 4 office, or you can drop them off at the closest Walmart Vision Center. Next up, on Saturday, February 17th, Councilwoman Bruni and I will be hosting a Love for All pickleball tournament. Come out and learn how to play, cheer on others, enjoy some delicious food, and watch me beat Councilwoman Bruni, along with our husbands. Councilwoman Bruni's husband is a well-known judge in town. My husband's a retired firefighter. So please bring your t-shirts that say Ward 4 on there in support. We're really excited to host this event, and we think it's going to be an amazing day. Next up, from February 26th through June 16th at the Durango Hills YMCA, we are offering a heart healthy monitor. 1 in 3 American adults have high blood pressure. So invest in your health and take advantage of this free screening. For more information, please call the Y at 702-240-9622. And next up, this slide features the name and faces of 16 children reported missing in Las Vegas from January 2023 through today, or January 2024. If you have any information, please call Las Vegas Metro Police Department Missing Person Detail at 702-828-3111. And lastly, please stay connected with my staff and myself on social media platforms or contact us directly. You can reach us at 702-229-2524. We're always here to provide any assistance that we can. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Well, this has been a very special meeting today. I think we've honored people that really deserve that honor, who just help our underserved population, especially our seniors. So thank you to Catholic Charities of Southern Nevada that serve all people, regardless of your religious preference. And of course, Chinese New Year celebration, our YNAP. I mean, there were so many things going on. It's been great. Monday the 12th, of course, for those of you who may have forgotten, it's Abraham Lincoln's birthday. And on the 22nd of February, it is George Washington's birthday. So these are dates you got to start remembering things and not just rely on your cell phone to get wrong dates or right dates. I never give up, you know. I just like to keep it out there. But we do have a wonderful place in our city, and I want everybody, especially now, we're going to have over 350,000 people. If they're not already in town, they're coming in town. We hope many of them that are visiting for the Super Bowl, aside from Taylor Swift. We all know Taylor Swift. She's probably more famous than George Washington. Goodness gracious time.
I forgot to say go Niners. I just hope the Niners.
Oh, now we can see which direction we're headed here, but I won't go there. But anyway, it's a time really make sure that you're helpful and respectful of our guests that are coming into town. But we hope they come downtown. Of course, they can take the free loop and go to the different hotels or businesses. Certainly our 18B in the Arts District. So it's going to be a very active and wonderful time, and I'm sure music's going on Fremont Street, so it's going to really be a terrific time for our city, to say nothing of the fact of the marketing, both online, so social media, but actively on all radio and TV stations. So Mr. Jansen, we thank you and your staff, Mr. Riggleman, all of our directors, thank you very much, our tech people, our city clerk who's always smiling and happy, and her team, and just everybody. Who are you pointing to?
They're waving in the window.
Oh, look. Yes, there they are. Wonderful. And of course, those who keep us safety, our wonderful marshals. Marshal Vukanovich just walked in, and so I know he's here. He's native born. And all of you who work for our wonderful Chief Potts and take care of our city and fire and rescue, we're a very blessed community of wonderful people.
He's right there.
And of course, I hear from CCEA right there in back. He's been watching us to make sure we don't get out of line any more than mixed up dates. And we appreciate all that you do and all of our employees. It's been a wonderful time. We're very grateful, and of course, those who keep all the slides and films going, thank you very much. And most of all, to our council, thank you very much. It's been a wonderful day, and happy everything to everybody. Stay safe, stay healthy. And our next council is the 21st, Wednesday, the 21st of February. And with that, we stand adjourned.